Hello, Happy New Year and welcome to the Big Arsenal discussion. I'm your host Giles and joining me as he always does is my sidekick, partner in crime, Robbie. How you doing, mate?
Happy New Year to you.
Happy
Good to be here. Good to be here.
Yeah, you're looking svelte.
It's I've had a nice Christmas, you know what I mean? Nice Christmas. No, you know, I was taking it nice and easy over Christmas. Didn't really drink much or even eat much, you know. You know, I just took it easy, man, and did a lot of football.
Good stuff.
But it's all good.
Yeah.
Apart from Southampton, so we're not talking about that.
No, that's a race from the memory banks. We've also got here Robbie. Clive. Clive, how you doing, mate? You all right?
Not too bad.
Yeah. I was going to say hello, Amanda, but you know. But yeah.
No, Amanda.
So no MILF comments today.
No MILFs. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
Let's do it. Okay, let's start with the FA Cup game we got against Sunderland. We played them recently, and we've got them again. Clive, I'm going to start with you. Give us who you think Wenger will play, or who you think Wenger should play this weekend.
Well, I suppose the only thing I'm looking for really to see the two youngsters coming, right? Robbie and Jeff. I'm looking to see them get their chance to play in a proper competitive game, right? So, you know, we see Jeff do the half-time keepy-ups. We can see he's really skillful. We saw him pre-season in the Emirates Cup, and we know he's going to be a world superstar, right? So we've all decided that, right? So,
for one game.
Yeah, we just want it confirmed. Right? So hopefully that will happen on Saturday. And I'm looking at Robbie actually, and when he comes on, you know, he hasn't had the big build-up as say Jeff has had. But, you know, he seems to be well trusted by Wenger. I think he's, you know, looking after his career. Potentially after this game, he may go out on loan. So that'll be interesting to see how he plays and where he plays. And maybe the same thing for Callum Chambers, right? He's showing a lot of promise in that central midfield role. Will he rest our centre-backs and play him there? Or will he play in the centre midfield, right? So we get a chance to see a number of new players maybe playing in different positions and having a different level of responsibility. That's what I'm looking for on Saturday.
Okay. Robbie, over to you. Alexis Sanchez is a bit short this weekend.
Yeah, he's not playing.
He's not playing.
Yeah.
Mesut Ozil, would you play him?
No. Mesut Ozil needs a rest. We've seen with the whole thing that's been going on with Liverpool recently, taking over from us with injuries. Yeah. But a lot of that's been down to the amount of games that players have been playing. And I think Ozil, he's played practically every minute, and he needs a rest. You know, he gets through a lot of work on Mesut Ozil in games, and so I don't expect to see maybe on the bench, maybe possibly.
He hardly trains, does he? Like Wenger said, he's managing his sort of, you know, he's really.
I mean, possibly on the bench. You know, the only thing that worries me slightly about that game is that when you're resting a lot of players, it just reminds me of Sheffield Wednesday, where we went into that game with lots of very inexperienced players and ended up getting done. The only thing I would say with that, Sheffield Wednesday had like their real first team out, and I think Sunderland will make loads and loads of changes as well. But I expect to see loads of changes. Ospina in goal, I would have thought. You know, the one that's interesting me actually, and who I think maybe a player who could come into central midfield to replace Mesut Ozil could be Oxlade-Chamberlain, who, you know, there's been a lot of doubts on him in recent times. A lot of people have been saying, you know what, is this guy... I feel like people have kind of turned on him a little bit.
Well,
because he used to be a player that everyone loved. Yeah. But recently, a lot of people have been throwing a lot of doubt over Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. I still think he's a top class.
Me as well. But you got it's got it in black and white. The numbers don't lie. He's not made an assist. He's not had a goal. He's not done anything productivity-wise in the last 20 years or something like that. Some people would have you thought. You know, do you think that he'd be better off playing? I mean, he's got a lot of people ahead of him in midfield. Can he put in a performance? If he does play centrally, can he put in a performance and sort of remind people?
I think I've made a great shout, right? So if you look at the Sheffield Wednesday away game, he started that game as a number 10, right? So Wenger's done that for a reason. He's looking at him and what he doesn't do so well. So when he's near our own goal, he can give the ball away on occasion. So he seems to be getting him higher up the pitch, right? He's not looking to play in centre midfield deep. And that potential position there as a number 10 for him, a Ross Barkley type number 10, a traveller, a runner, a shooter, that could suit him and also play to his strengths, which is beating the first man and having a big shot. I think he will play, and I like a great shout. I think he might play in that position. And so he needs minutes. I think he's suffering because of expectation, right? He had such a great preseason. We all expected him to be better than what he's actually done. He scored that goal in the Community Shield, and that's it. It should be his year. But actually, Joel Campbell maybe nicked a bit of that limelight.
Joel Campbell has nicked it from him, hasn't he?
So we're now looking at him, and we're thinking, well, let's have a look at what you're doing. And now we're looking at his stats. He's still a good player, right? He just needs a bit of a confidence boost in my mind. And if he gets a goal, we might get him back at key time.
Some people have said that there's a problem with him in training. He doesn't apply himself. He's disinterested in games and whatnot. You know, well, Twitter has a lot of experts.
I went on the Arsenal training ground, and I tell you, it's like trying to get into MI6. Trust me. I mean, I got in there, but to get beyond to see all the things that are going on, I don't know.
Fort Knox. I
think a lot of that's hearsay. From what I understand, Ox is a player that's loved by all the other players. They really like him. I don't know, listen, he's just having a bit of a bad time at the moment. But I think this could be the perfect game for him to come good, for him to be kind of like a leader-type figure in that game, because Ozil's not going to be there, and there's going to be a lot on his shoulders. So
are we running the risk of disrespecting the Cup by playing in such a weakened team?
Who disrespected the Cup? The Premier League.
Yeah.
I heard Sam Allardyce. I don't agree with a lot of things he says, but I heard him say this the other day, and I actually agree with him. He's like, how can you put straight after the FA Cup, midweek
league games?
I mean, we got Liverpool midweek, right? And we've got a great chance at the title. Obviously, we're not going to play Ozil. They're trying to survive, Sunderland. Obviously, they're not going to leave a lot of their main guys out.
Yeah.
It's the Premier League who's disrespected the FA Cup. You're going to have to rest players, and it always happens now in the early stages of the FA Cup, unfortunately. But I think it's the Premier League who's disrespected the FA Cup.
But it could have been because we've got the Euros coming up this year, and they've got to condense the games and whatnot. So there's also that to consider as well. So predictions for this weekend's game. First of all, lineup. Who's your 11? I'm going to come to your 11, then we go to your predictions. So your 11.
My 11? Right, okay, I'll go Ospina, I'll go Debuchy.
With Debuchy, do you think he'll still be here?
I'll go Debuchy.
You'd have to
just
be
get one last game out of him.
If he gets injured?
Yeah. I go Chambers, Gabriel. I go Gibbs. And I'd like to see, obviously, only issue is centre midfield, really. Who's going to be in there? Right? So maybe Mertesacker will play and Chambers will go into centre midfield. I think Oxlade-Chamberlain will play in there. I think maybe Arteta will play in there. Iwobi one side, Jeff the other side, Oxlade-Chamberlain in that team also. And it's just a key thing around Theo or Giroud.
That would be Giroud for me.
And I say Giroud for a cup game at home. For a cup game at home. And I got some thoughts about Theo playing in away games anyway. I think maybe he should be our centre forward in the upcoming away games.
Okay. Over to you.
But, I can't really disagree with that team. I think that could be the team that starts. I wonder about Debuchy because, they are looking to send him out on loan. And if anything happens to Debuchy, but then who else are going to play at right back?
So let's because continue. So
I'd agree.
You agree?
I'd agree with that team, and I'd have Giroud up front because I think he's more durable.
Let's unpack the midfield. You saying you're not sure whether he'll play Mertesacker and in that case move Chambers to partner Arteta. If he plays Chambers in defence, you're going to have to play Flamini. Trouble is, you've got Flamini.
You're going to need Flamini for
exactly, and you're going to have a runner alongside Arteta. You're going to have somebody who's got to give him the legs
Ramsey
alongside.
Might play, I think.
Oh, I hope he does.
Again, Ramsey's a guy who's very durable. He's very fit.
But it's something to consider, isn't it? Because Arteta does need a runner alongside him.
Will Arteta, he's only just coming back as well. So will he actually start?
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think we got a serious run of games coming up post the cup game. We are lucky; we have won that cup twice, right? So I think we should be looking at this cup game as a home game that we should do well in. For me, I'm already looking at the next two.
All right, very quickly. Is he back now?
He's coming.
Is he actually come back?
I'm sure he's come back, so he could possibly payback.
All right.
He could play that whole.
Okay. Predictions, Clive.
Well, hopefully we'll win. I think we'll win. I got to ask myself, am I too bothered if we do win, right? Because I'm looking at other parts of the season, but obviously I think we're going to do it. Because I think it helps being at home. I think I much prefer this game than having, say, Exeter away. Right? That'd be much more difficult.
Yeah.
So I think I'm good.
Score?
2-0.
2-0. Rob.
Club, I'm agreeing with you a lot, unlike what I do with Amanda. No offence, Amanda. I'm going 2-0 as well.
Yeah.
I think it'll be 2-0. It's going to be a tough game, but they'll rest loads of players as well.
Cool.
And I think we'll get through. I think it's important as well. We've won it the last 2 years. Let's go and win it again.
I think it's going to be a scrappy game. I'm going to go for 1-0 Arsenal. So that's been a big Arsenal discussion. Leave your comments in the box below and keep watching.
A little bit better than my seat, I will admit. Now, you see, for me, this is, for me, one of the highlights of the tour. You see this? This is a gold Premier League trophy. You will not go to any other ground in the Premier League. Not Man United, not Chelsea, not City, not any of those grounds and see these, because this is unique to Arsenal.